All right, so Acho, what's the best head coaching job available?
Man, this one's tough. I love this question, though. To me, the Chicago Bears is the best coaching job, and it's very simple as to why. If you want to get to the playoffs, you have to win your division. In 13 months from now, Justin Fields should be looking up as by far and away the best quarterback in that division. Aaron Rodgers, we know he likely will not be in Green Bay for the future, or at least not for the foreseeable future. Kirk Cousins, I do not see the Vikings staying committed to him because they have not gotten what they want, wins and losses, based upon what they're paying him. Jared Goff, he's tied the Lions down based upon what they gave up and based upon the monetary expense. So the Lions are tied to Jared Goff for a while. So you got a young Justin Fields versus Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and a question mark for the Green Bay Packers. That seems like a very easy road to the playoffs. Easy road to the playoffs means you have an opportunity at a championship. When I look at all the other organizations, there's a lot of turmoil there. But the biggest thing that makes the Bears the best location for a future head coach, they have the most grace and the most leniency, and that's what you need in any relationship. Most organizations would have fired Matt Nagy last year. They just would have been like, you know what, Matt Nagy, we don't like what you're doing. You're going the wrong way. You won 12 wins. 12 wins your first year. Haven't won 12 wins since. Let's get rid of you. But the Bears, president, decision maker, George McCaskey, he's just kind of a kind, patient, give you time to land the plane kind of guy. He didn't fire Ryan Pace in the middle of the season like most would have. He didn't fire Matt Nagy in the middle of the season like most would have. He gave them time. To succeed in the National Football League, more often than not, you'll need some time. Organizations do not offer you time anymore. Brian Flores got fired after having the best record over 2 years that the Miami Dolphins have seen in the last 20 years. So the Bears are a great organization because they're a football city. The Bears have the best coaching vacancy because they have the best young quarterback in that division when we look a year from now. And the Bears are a great location because their ownership and management will give that head coach time and grace to evolve and develop.
After my take, we're going to go back and forth on that Bears conversation. But right now, I would like to offer you the Denver Broncos. That's good. Look at that talent. Okay, let's look at the talent, first of all. And a lot of the talent's on the defensive side of the football. We talk about 6 Pro Bowl alternates, which means you're a Pro Bowler now because nobody wants to play in the Pro Bowl anymore. But they've hit in the draft. Patrick Surtain, Javonte Williams, they've hit in the draft. You start to respect them. They have cap space. They have draft picks. Why? Von Miller out. You get all of that draft capital, and you get that opportunity to go forward and replenish. $48 million, 7th most cap space in the entire NFL. But what's the most important part? I kind of buried the lead. They got a chance to get Aaron Rodgers. They got a chance to get a quarterback that if you plug and play Aaron Rodgers or any quarterback that's capable onto this team with all of the talent that they have on both sides of the football, now you got something special. Now, let's talk about the road to success. AFC West, no punks out there. Like, if you think about it, obviously you start with the best team, LA Chargers. Let me stop. Kansas City Chiefs, you got to respect them. Then you talk about the Chargers and the Raiders. So you got 2 playoff teams in front of you. Here's the thing. Now it's time to push back on the Chicago situation. I don't know about Justin Fields just yet, even though I believe in Justin Fields. But I do know, if I look around, that the other teams there, Kirk Cousins, maybe he stays, maybe he goes. But Kirk Cousins, voted by Pro Football Focus, top 10 quarterback this year. You've used some of the big board to use that, hey, Kirk Cousins is playing way better than people give him credit for. You talk about Aaron Rodgers, if he's there or not, who knows how that goes. But the point is, if you look at putting a team together and what's missing from one team, I think only thing missing from the Denver Broncos, quarterback. When you look at the Chicago Bears, I start to say, maybe you need some more weapons as well. So I think that the situation for any coach to plug and play, give me a quarterback. As a coach, I'm going to Denver.
Let's throw up the teams with the vacancies as coaches because we just wrapping. My issue is this. The Broncos don't have a quarterback, and I don't want to commit to a team that might hopefully get Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, great point.
The Jaguars, not only do they have a suspect quarterback because Trevor Lawrence had an atrocious year, but they just don't even have a good organization.
Atrocious is rough.
Suspect. I said a suspect quarterback. He had an atrocious year.
I like some stuff.
When I look at this list,
okay, let's go.
The Raiders have a better quarterback than Justin Fields, unequivocally.
Yes.
I can't say anybody else. Beyond the shadow of unequivocally, I can't say anybody. Only other person you might say is Kirk Cousins.
And I wouldn't say that because that ceiling's too low.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at that list, the only team that, beyond a shadow of a doubt, has a better quarterback than the Chicago Bears is the Las Vegas Raiders. But here was the point. I'm glad we led ourselves here. I don't know if I'd want to coach the Raiders because too many distractions.
Really?
In the city. So somebody told me this, and let me know if you believe in this or not. The best NFL organizations are in the cities with the least to do. Green Bay, Foxborough, New England Patriots. Like, historically speaking, the best organizations, that's why you don't often see the Arizona Cardinals winning a ton. Scottsdale, a different beast.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go.
Dallas, a different beast. So I don't know if I want to be the head coach of a team in Las Vegas where every player got some family member coming in town for a bachelor party, a bachelorette party this weekend or the next weekend. Those are the things that coaches don't think about because they just want to sign up for a job.
Hamburger.
But I don't think it's a coincidence that the Raiders went through this year what they went through. I don't believe that to be a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence that you had so many of those off-the-field incidents. I'm not going to blame it on Las Vegas by no means, but I will say Las Vegas probably didn't help.
Okay.
Think about the cities that we can think of that had the off-the-field issues this year. Dallas Cowboys, they had one during their bye week. Raiders, Las Vegas, they had that terrible incident where a life was lost. So when I start to factor in not just what's on the field, but I want to factor in what's off the field as well, I want to factor in ownership. The Bears have the least ownership that is all up in your business. The Bears hire a manager, they hire a coach, and they say, you do you. Raiders, Al Davis, he always doing Mark Davis, he always doing everything. The Dolphins, ownership, too much into everything. Everybody else has ownership that hands us too much in the business. Just let me coach.
Okay. You got me here. I don't know if I'm going to rip my jeans because I'm on the fence on this one, but I'm going to go on the other side.
Talk to me.
Because I always thought about it like it doesn't matter the city, and if it does matter the city, I'd rather be in it than away from it because then I'm not always thinking about it. Think about this. All right, number one in Super Bowl wins, New England Patriots, Pittsburgh Steelers. To your point, those cities, that ain't what you say. Ain't that what you doing?
I'm about to go to Pittsburgh.
I'm about to go to Pittsburgh. Southwest don't even go there. All right, here we go. But then 49ers, people go to the Bay.
But the Bay just started popping, not when they were winning chips.
You mean you were just 30 years old?
No, sir.
What you real? Too short?
When did the Bay start popping? The Bay started popping
in the 80s.
Particularly with the with the tech skyrocketing.
Man, will you stop? What lane are you in? Okay, that's where the money
popping.
Dog, I used to go to the Bay before I even went to college. Are you kidding me? You used to go to the lake?
Keep going.
You ain't never heard of the lake?
Number 4.
Bro, where Marshawn Lynch at when I need? Okay,
like
Dallas Cowboys. Yes, it was. All right, then we go Green Bay, but then we go New York Giants. New York wasn't popping. I went to college there. Okay, so right now we 50-50. And then it's Denver. Now that's a hidden gem, but it's cold. It's hidden. But if you go there, it's some slopes and
So we
ski.
got Denver, Pittsburgh, New England.
But I just read them in order of Super Bowl championships. Point being, 50-50, basically. Let me tell you why I'd rather be in it than away from it. Because you get desensitized. Look, people come out here all the time and say, Marcellus, have you been to the Hollywood sign to take me there? I'm like, I ain't never. I'm a native. I've never been. I lived in New York 9 years. I never went to the Statue of Liberty. I went to the Empire State Building one time. You know why? Recruiting visit. That was it. When you're in it, and then your boy's hitting you, you're like, I think it's just bad examples in terms of what happened with Las Vegas this year. But I think in totality, being in Vegas is going to be a good thing. You're like, I ain't going to Aria again. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't live there.